Alright, today I'm going to be reviewing some new paint that I just received. It's from Woomer, and this is the package. And they also sent some cards to paint on. So let's take a look at these real quick, and I'll show you what's in the paint kit, and I'll show you how it works, or how I work it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the Woomer Watercolor Paint Set with 36 colors, and it comes with 2 water brushes and 10 artist grade watercolor paper. And these are really nice. I've already opened them and looked at them, and they are the perfect size for a like a postcard to send to somebody, or to give to somebody, or to just allow somebody to put into a miniature frame. It's similar to the greeting cards that I've painted in size. So let's look at the inside. It's on Amazon, by the way, very affordable. I found it on Amazon for $13.99. This particular one was sent to me by the Woomer company, but I want to tell you that I am not being paid to endorse it. I'm just being asked to try it out. So here we go. So let's first look at the colors. They look beautiful. And this is the watercolor brush that came with it. Very nice. You fill it with water. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip it in water, since that's kind of the way I do it. And it comes with this swatch page, and the swatch is actually made out of watercolor paper, so it'll work a lot better. So of course we're going to try white. Now I don't usually use white in my painting, and obviously it comes out looking white. Alright, let's clean the brush and go for the yellow, the lemon yellow, and there you go. Very nice. Try to clean it every time. And we'll go for the next yellow, which is medium yellow. There we go. A little bit richer in color, which is what you would expect, right? The next one is iron yellow. Oh, see, I wouldn't have known that was the name of that color. But iron yellow. Now look at that. That is definitely, it's worth using the swatch, because you might not guess that that's the color there. I like that. Look at that. You see that? Alright, the next one is yellow orange. Let me try yellow orange. Oh yeah, that's nice and rich. Very nice. Very nice. And clean the brush. The brush works really nice too, by the way. I've never used one of these brushes before. Alright, the next one is red orange. Let's get some on there. Oh yeah, nice. Very subtle change between the two colors there. So you could, and I could already tell that this is a nice rich paint. I'm going to do a painting later on in this video. But let's just get all these colors on here first. This is vermilion. Oh, absolutely. This is rich paint. These, the pigment is very good. Absolutely. Alright, for those of you who've watched me a long time, you know that I've tried some paints that had like thin pigment in them, and thick pigment always is good. It's kind of hard to tell the two colors there, but that one is called permanent red. Oh, I can look at a subtle difference between vermilion and permanent red. I will tell you that I hope I'm cleaning the brush completely, but I might be getting a little bit of the previous color on there, but I don't think so. Alright, this one is crimson red, which everybody loves. Crimson red. Crimson red comes in so useful with skin tones and sunsets. It's just, so look at that, from white through the yellows and the reds. Now we're going to go to the next line for the iron red. Let's see how that looks. See, again, this looks more like raw umber to me. Let's see on the paper. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's called iron red. If you were painting something that needed a rust color, that comes up a lot too. And way more than you would think. All right, let's see. The next one is rose red. All right. Oh, absolutely, that's a rose red. Yeah. It is definitely worth it to use the palette, the swatch. Okay. Yep. All right. The next one is defined as red violet. I'm going to put that on there. Yep, that's a nice, whoops. Uh-oh. I made a mess. That's not unusual for me, making a mess. All right, well, that's red violet right there. Here, let me clean my paints. I didn't mean to do that. All right. So that was red violet, and the next one is regular violet, just violet. A color that I use a lot, and especially when I'm painting a garden. Yeah, I used violet yesterday. I painted a road at nighttime, and the sunset or the sunrise was creating a blue and purple sky. Yep. All right, the next one is regular purple. So the difference between violet and purple is a debate I have heard before. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The difference between violet and purple is right there. Yep, they have labeled it correctly. And now my napkin is getting all it's getting wet. All right, the next color is lotus green. Is that right? I don't think that's lotus green. Let me see. No, that's not lotus green. I don't know what they put there. They might not be in the right order at this point. Okay, well, that's the only difference. That's one thing I noticed here. Okay, well, I'm going to say that is not lotus green. What could that be? I don't know what that could be. I don't know. Maybe that's Prussian blue? Let's see. What is this one? That's Prussian blue, maybe. A phthalo blue. That might be phthalo blue. I'm gonna... You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna worry about the labeling, because otherwise I'll get messed up. I just want to know what the colors are. So let's just not worry about the what they're called, and let's just put the colors that are in the kit here, and point out that the labeling on the card does not match necessarily the labeling, the actual paints. So that is, but it doesn't distract from these beautiful, rich pigments. Just threw me a little bit, because I know that's not the color it's labeled as, but that's okay. It's better to have it on this. Let me tell you something. Just forget about what they're called. If you know me, I don't ever worry about what they're called. All right, now this one's going to be a little bit mixed up with that color I put on there, but yeah, it's kind of a rich blue. All right, yeah, these are. I mean, you can see they're really pretty colors. really rich colors. Alright, let me just get my brush clean. This guy's as clean as I can. And let's go for the rest of these colors here. Well, this one is labeled as sky blue, and I would say that is sky blue. So some of these labelings are just not the same as what I would call them. Alright, this one says lake blue. Yeah, I could see that. So these ones look like they're back on track. Unless you can tell me that that's Lotus green up there. Alright, the fourth one from this row. There's a nice green. Turquoise green is what it's called, and yeah, it is. Alright, well, we're back on track. And light green. Yep. Okay. This one is labeled as chrome green. Yeah. Okay, I see it. Let's see what this one is. This one is labeled as deep green. Oh yeah, nice. A nice deep green. That would be for the woods or something, or the shadows in the woods. Yeah, good stuff. That's good. Okay. This one is labeled as grass green. The one thing I would caution you is to take the names of the paints just as a reference. It's not always good to say, well, that's grass green, so I should paint my grass that color. Because the truth is, you want grass, when you're painting a picture, you want grass to be multiple colors, especially if you're doing a landscape. Olive green, absolutely, that's olive green. All right. Don't know what happened on the right side of that second row. But all right, we're down to the last row now. In yellow ochre, absolutely. I use yellow ochre in everything, it seems like. Okay, there's yellow ochre. This is going to be handy, by the way, once I'm done with this. It'll be very handy in picking colors. Burnt sienna, yep, use that a lot too. These are some of my go-to colors all the time. I use a lot of primaries, so I can kind of formulate my own colors, but it's nice to have pan colors that are already mixed for you. Indian red, okay, I see that. It's not that different from iron red. It's about the same. And this one is burnt umber, another one I go to a lot. Absolutely, burnt umber comes in handy. All the earth tones always come in handy, for me anyway. All right, raw umber. How many of you are not sure the difference between raw umber and burnt umber? Well, there you go. There's the difference. Raw umber sometimes can be a good alternative to Payne's gray, which sometimes is hard to find. If you could find Payne's gray. All right, here's Van Dyke brown. I don't know that name. Van Dyke brown. Well, that might be a good alternative to Payne's gray also. Just add a little bit of blue to it. All right, one more. I think of the painting I'm going to do, I'll do it on a different video, just to keep this one not so long. All right, I'll paint. What? They have Payne's gray in here. Wow, I've never seen. Oh, see, now I was thinking you could take Van Dyke brown, add a little bit of blue, and make it this color, but they've got it right in the kit. That is a good thing to know. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen a kit of pan watercolors with Payne's gray, and I use Payne's gray all the time. All right, here's regular gray. Just gray. You can make gray with black and white, of course. And finally, the one color I often avoid, but nevertheless sometimes it comes in handy, is black. Regular, good old-fashioned black paint. Depends on what you're painting, but usually the stuff I paint, I don't use black. All right, so there you go. Those are the colors. Hopefully my camera is picking up the hues correctly. And except for the labeling on those four right there, or maybe just that one. Maybe that's the only one that's wrong. Lotus green. That's just not a green color to me. But anyway, those are the colors. And I am going to do a second video of actually painting a picture, a painting. But I just wanted to, I guess I'll stop here so you can see this. This is the kit. Again, it comes with the paper. It's Woomer, W-O-O-M-E-R. Those are the colors that are in there. It comes with these cards. I found it on Amazon and it's only $13.99. You cannot beat that, I'm telling you. All right, I am happy with it so far. I haven't painted a picture. I will do that in the next video, but I already know, I've done paintings for so long. I already know that the quality of these paints is going to satisfy any need I have for any subject I paint. All right, well, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Woomer or Mrs. Woomer or the Woomer Company. Yeah, very good. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.